Thank you, Revna sir, for giving me this opportunity. Good evening to one and all present here. It is my pleasure to introduce today's resource person, Dr. Dilip Reddy Bulla, who is here to deliver a talk on orientation session by Innovation Ambassador. Sir is a young researcher who has completed his PhD in his young age on wireless ad hoc and cognitive radio with the emphasis on design and analytics of routing protocols, spectrum management schemes to design and analysis of cognitive radio network routing. He finished his master's in embedded systems in 2011 and BTech in ECE in 2009. He has a total of 11 years of teaching and 5 years of research experience and guided 18 BE projects and 2 master's projects. He received funds from different organizations like KSCST, and he has also taken part in other research activities related to AICTE, VTU, DSG, etc. Sir has published 23 publications in various reputed international journals and conferences. Sir has received Best Paper Award for paper entitled Wireless Monitoring of Prepaid Energy Meter in Elsevier Science and Technology publications. Current research areas of Sir includes 5G and Internet of Things, machine learning, advanced embedded systems, and VLSI design, etc. Currently, Sir is working as an assistant professor in the Department of Electronics and Communication Engineering, Sri Venkateswara College of Engineering, Bangalore. With this brief introduction, we welcome you, sir.
Thank you, madam. Thank you so much. Thank you, Revna.
Sir, over to you, Revna, sir.
Thank you, madam. Thanks for that nice introduction about the speaker. Now I request today's speaker, Dr. Dilip Reddy Bulla sir, to deliver the session. Over to you, sir.
Thank you, Revna sir. So good evening to all of you. Swapna madam, is the screen visible, madam?
Yes, sir, it is visible.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, thank you, madam. We are good to go. Yeah, at the outset, I would like to thank SUC management, Dr. Shashidhar Muniappa sir and V. Muniappa sir, and our respected principal, Dr. Nageshwar Gupta sir, and beloved HOD, Dr. Shivshankar sir, and all the IIC members, and all the ambassadors, and the president, and all staff members, HODs and professors for giving me opportunity to express my views on the innovation. So welcome you all for the innovative world of discussions. So to start with the discussion of the innovation, so the story of this innovation in India has begun, let us say, way back in 2018 August month. So when we look at the indexes, let us say we have two types of indexes. One is global index, and when we have Indian Innovation Index, so which we don't have before. If you look at the global innovation index, we do not have a rank at some point of time, or we do not have a better rank at some point of time. So all the innovative council members, they have discussed about it, and they have initiated something called as IIC, Institutions Innovation Council. So because of this vibrant association, so the rank of our Indian community in respect to innovation has increased from 52 over that to 48, and now it may be close to 30s. If you look at that, can any one of you name which countries are first, or let us say second, or top 5? Any of them, if you're interested, you can unmute yourself and you can participate in the discussion. So if you know any idea about the first country which has been indexed as per the Global Innovation Index 2020, which might be the first country? Any guesses?
Israel.
Israel. Okay, ma'am. Next, ma'am. Anyone else? Israel. Israel is not there in top 5, ma'am. As per 2020 index, it may be there in the previous indexes. Any guesses, ma'am? Anyone? Respected professors. Any one of you can just, if you feel any country.
China, sir, China.
China is also not there in top 5 innovations, madam. Since as per the information what I have got, I am sharing it with you.
India,
so subject to correction. Sir.
Sir, India.
Sir, India, we got around 30th rank, sir, but still some other countries are there, sir. Which
it is Iran, if I'm not wrong.
No, madam. Sorry, madam.
Switzerland.
Japan,
Finland, sir. Finland.
Switzerland. Google fastest finger first. You got Switzerland is the first one. Yes, sir. First, Switzerland is first topping the first rank. Any guesses on second rank? Second, anyone on global
Finland.
indexes? No,
Sweden.
sir, no. Sweden. Yeah, who got first? They'll get second, third, fourth, fifth because it will be there the same sheet. What I might have referred and you might have referred may be same. So Switzerland, Sweden, followed by sir.
Japan.
Sorry, sir. Three more, sir. Switzerland, Sweden, US, UK, and Netherlands. Sir. So that's the global innovation indexing. So India is trying to come to the top 5. So every one of us who are here listening, or every one of our students who are contributing to a conference or a journal or a patent, they are contributing to the growth of the Indian society in respect to innovation. So we all are proud to be in that part. So contributing something to the innovation part and contributing to the innovative world. So as far as India is concerned, India also has started its innovation journey in the year 2018. So they started Indian Innovation Index. So as we have Global Innovation Index, we have Indian Innovation Index. Can anyone of you figure it out? Which is the best state, largest state if you consider? They have categorized into different categories like union territories and states. So let us check it out, what knowledge we have on this. Which Indian community in 2020, which state is the first ranking state with larger states is concerned? Any guesses, sir?
Karnataka.
Karnataka, exactly, man. Karnataka is one of the first leading vibrant association. So we are lucky enough to be in that state. So nice place we are in, and we are contributing a lot to Indian society. Around 42.5 score, we are on top first state with larger states, actually. So second state is Maharashtra and third is Tamil Nadu. This is concerned with fourth is Telangana. So almost you see that top 5 we have around 4 states. So which is Karnataka, Tamil Nadu, Kerala, and Telangana. So Andhra Pradesh is in 7th rank as per the Indian Innovation Index is concerned. There are some states which are at 14.5 score in the last place, but we are contributing a lot to this community. So with that note, I would like to begin about the innovation. So innovation, we all know what does the innovation mean. So thank you all for participating in the discussion. And so the communication here is Karnataka, we are leading the top, and India, we are around 30th place or 48th place in global index is concerned. So with that note, I would like to begin my presentation here on innovation. So innovation, we know that it's a process. It's not a single step or it's not a thing. It's a process where we need to build the relationships, with the stakeholders. We need to understand the problems of the stakeholders and we need to try something out of it. So can you find out who is the best innovator? Can anyone of your opinion, who is the best innovator? So as per me, all the mothers are the best innovators. So from there, the innovation has been started. So they would like to decorate the home in a different way. Let us say you got a holidays and you go back to home and check the home, it will be in a different way. So they are the best innovators. They decorate the garden in a different way. They dress up their child in a different way. So they are the best innovators. What the innovation has started from, as per my opinion, personally. And every one of us here are an innovator. We have an innovative story. So with that note, we'll go forward. So it's nothing when it doesn't work. So innovation will not work until actually it works. It's not an innovation until it is implemented or actually works. You tried something, you tried to implement it. If it works, fine. If it's not working, then we cannot say that as an innovation. Okay, so completely the final definition of simple to understand. So we all have the creativity. If we can able to commercialize the creative idea, that leads to innovation. Okay, so when you have a creativity, if you have a creativity and you can commercialize any idea which is creative, that leads to innovation. With that simple note, we can able to understand what innovation is. And so can you guess Whose photograph is this? Any guesses? Anyone? Any guess on this photograph? Anywhere you have seen or anywhere you can able to recollect?
We can see only tulips there, sir.
Yes, yes. The photo we are not able to see, sir.
Yes, sir. We could see only the tulips.
1 second. Now, madam?
Now also
No,
no,
sir.
sir.
We are not able to see, sir.
Now, madam?
No, sir.
I'll reconnect it once I'll.
Okay, sir.
Yeah. Connecting the screen, madam. And we can see now, madam.
No, sir.
Your screen is only not visible,
Yeah.
sir.
I hope it's visible now, madam.
Not at Dilip, sir. Any technical problem?
No, sir, everything is fine, sir. I think it's connected here. It's showing it's connected, sir.
No, PPT is not visible for us.
So entire screen I have shared it again, sir. Hello, ma'am. Swapna, ma'am.
Sir, your screen is still not visible, sir.
Ma'am, now?
No, no, sir, no. Still it's not visible.
I think sir has got some technical issue. Sir will be joining soon. Sorry for the.
Madam, he will join, madam.
Yes, sir. Yes,
Just
sir.
a minute, he will join.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Dilip sir, your screen is visible now, sir.
Now visible, Dilip.
Yes, sir. Now we can see the photo also, sir.
Thank you, madam. If someone has good observation, they might have figured out who is there.
It's
Sorry for
Baba
the
Sarva
interruption.
itself.
sorry for the interruption,
And
madam.
answer was out
I'm trying
before
to share it.
someone should answer that.
Yeah, madam. Thanks to our HOD, sir. Sir came here and sir has cleared the technical issue what I'm facing. So actually, I didn't understand what exactly. Sir gave a simple technique in electronics. Just switch off and switch on the device. It will function fine. Thank you, HOD, sir. Yeah, so this photo, if you try to type innovation in Google, you'll get the innovation tab in Wikipedia. This photograph was there. So I understood why this photograph was there. So undoubtedly, we don't have any doubt in that why it is there because of 1093 US patents. So we struggle for getting 1 or 2 US patents now. So thanks to the man who has innovated 1093. I don't know why he has stopped at 1093. He could have made 1100 or something like that. So anyway, with that note, I will move forward. Sorry everyone for the technical issue what has happened. So yeah, so if you want to innovate, we have a 3-triangle approach. So one is a strategy, what strategy we need to follow for it. So its strategy is not a short-term goal actually, it's a long-term or overall gain. It is a plan or an action which will desire to achieve a long-term or overall aim. So that's the strategy of the top pyramid we can see. And the leftmost side we have insights, so which provides an accurate and deep understanding into it. Anything you are trying to focus or anything you want to give a solution, you need to have a deep understanding on it. So that is an insight of that. And capabilities, so capabilities will be about the quality or state of being capable. So with these 3 techniques, what you can have, you can achieve innovation in an effective manner. So, and you see the innovators, you see everyday innovators who have, let us say the household everyday newspaper, what we get, they have the strategy, what time to get up, and they have the insights, what speed he has to throw the newspaper to get into our lobby or to get into your balcony. And he has the capability to maintain that consistency every day. So he's an innovator, let us say. So, but the technical people who are providing calls for us, let us say Airtel or Jio, if you go from one room to other room in our home, we may not get signal. If you travel from one floor to other floor, we may not get the signal. Or you're calling someone, the call drops will happen, signal drops will happen. So we say that we are innovators, but still this is happening. But someone who is giving a newspaper for us every day will have an accurate calculation in achieving all these strategy, insights, and capabilities. So let us see what all this innovation, we have a different approach of innovations. It can be technical push innovation or market pull innovation, technical push and market pull. So 2 different words of push and pull there, and business model innovation followed by design thinking and platform strategy. So any guesses or any examples of each one of them? So technical push innovation. So any example of technical push innovation? So all the members who are attending the long sessions from 1 month, almost 15 days, other 15 days to go, they're attending every day one session. They may be knowing about technical or technology push innovations. So anyone from students, anyone of you want to participate in this, you're welcome. You can unmute yourself and tell me, what do you think about technology push innovation? Any idea of this technology push innovation? Or market pull innovation? business model innovation, design thinking, platform strategy. So any one of them, you can able to give an example of your choice.
So technology push innovation means like upgrading the existing product.
Exactly, madam. So any example, madam, which anyone can understand easily,
Smartphone.
students or smartphone. Exactly, madam. Exactly. So smartphone is like technology push innovation. Let us check that technology push innovation. Like the smartphone is this, but we don't accept this is smartphone. This is the technology push what he has given. So we used to have a BlackBerry phone where we have like pen what we use for Wacom. That kind of pen we used to use for this. That has given the market a huge push to get into the screen, get into the world technology push. Any guesses on further technology push? We can also say Amazon, Netflix. All these are technology push innovations. They didn't expected that much huge demand they get now. Now we can see the theaters are not there. All the home became a theater. The technology push innovation. Anyone on market pull innovation? Any examples or any ideas you have? Market push pull innovation. Market pull. What does market pull means?
Development of cameras.
Exactly, ma'am. Development of camera. This is the camera what we have, but we believe now the cameras are very smart. So camera is very large. It has become now into a mobile phone. But when we are trying to buy a mobile phone, we don't see mobile phone how it will work. But we'll see the camera, what good quality camera we have to upload our photograph on Instagram or Facebook or wherever. So camera is one of the important thing that has changed
Cars is
the.
another example, sir.
Yes, yes, madam. Yeah, market pull innovation. Exactly, madam. And what about the business model innovation? Any examples on business model innovations? We have seen technology push innovation, smartphone, and market pull innovation, cameras. Any examples on business model? So business model, it is like the video game industry, what has bought it. That can be an example of a business model innovation. Okay, at the video game, what we have played, maybe like like anyone, they'll buy a gift for us if they go anywhere, right? Like a small battery based, we used to play the video games, and later we went to wide based Mario game we used to play. Now a lot of games we do not know what games are there also. That many games has been, that's a business model innovation is on an example for video game industry. And if you see the design thinking, there are many approaches which will do any prototyping or any designs what they do. So there's one approach on design thinking, so which can be based on the human-centric approach, or which will understand what is the customer need, what exactly the customer is going to require. That we are analyzing it, and we are trying to make the prototype of that, and we'll generate the ideas out of it, and we'll process further. So that's why we can also follow the design thinking approaches. And further, we see the platform strategies. We have different platforms. Let us say if someone has logged into Facebook, they know that they have some other connections in the behind. Okay, and you try to recharge any of the OTT platforms, that is connected to Amazon again. So all the connections have been made from one to one platform to other platform. We have to shift. So due to the change in technology and change in innovation. And let us discuss on 7 different mantras or 7 different considerations to co-create the innovation. How do we create the innovation each other? It is not possible to create innovation from one end. We have to support each other, and we have to do a teamwork to do that. So what are the 7 different strategies what we can follow to do co-create the innovation? So any guesses on this? What do you feel like 7 different parameters? Out of 7, any one it can be, you can name them. What 7 considerations we need to actually involve in developing the innovation?
Empathy.
Empathy, yes, madam. Empathy, yes, correct, madam.
Idea, sir.
Sir, idea, yes, sir. Same thing, what thoughts we have, but they will telling us in a different name. But the complete, complete context will be same, sir. True, sir. So ideas are very important. Any other out of 7, let us say any one can we guess it is good. It doesn't mean that these 7 only should be there, but these 7 are major as per our observation. The first one, what we go here is trust. So we need to trust each other. We need to trust everyone. If the trust is lost, we cannot able to create an innovation. We should believe in ourselves that yes, I can do it, or your community should believe you that, your students should believe you that, or your colleagues should believe you that, and there the foundation is going to get created. So we need to believe ourselves and others should believe us. So how to understand this trust? The parent who is going to give the key of a bike or a car to his child, yes, beta, you can drive the car or you can drive the bike. That's the trust, pure trust what they have on us. They don't see that what happens to the bike. They don't see what happens to my child. They trust that it will happen properly. There is no problem in that. So trust is one of the key factor in the innovations. You need to believe yourself and you need to trust yourself that you can do it, you can achieve it. So first one is your foundational context, what you have, means what is your vision or what is your mission, what is your idea, all that foundation needs to have properly. And that is the first one. And second one is a trust. And next is like we should have a good working environment. So until unless we do not have a good working environment, even though someone trusts you, you cannot able to do that. So I have figured out some 5 different working environments, what they are trying to say that as a best working environments. If one of them, if we can adopt, we can probably do that. So out of which there is something called open septic environment where everyone will question everyone. So there is no one like non-answerable. Everyone will question everyone in a right spirit. So they'll understand, question for not correction, question for improvement, question for growth, and question for growing together. So it's like that environment what we have here. This is one different approach of working environment. And second approach is individual focused environment, where they have different plans and different actions for each individual. So one of them wants work from home, one of them wants to work in a different time, one of them want to do on this research, one of them want to do a paper, or their priorities they have. So that is one of the best working environment. And next is, this is a different approach of no wall environment, where there are no cabins, there are no cubicles, they all were dumped at, they all were kept at the same place, which do not have any walls. There are no cubicles, no walls. So everyone will be interacting to everyone. So that is one of the different working environment. What is that? And next one is mutual feedback environment. If let us say we can give a mutual feedback to each other, everyone have their own right things, everyone they have their own gray areas where they can focus on. So if you can mutually support them, each other, so we can be in a right spirit. So this one of the approach for good environment when you try to do a startup or when you try to start any innovation. So you need to work in a team. So this approaches anyone you can adopt and you can able to go further in your life about the innovation. And then next one is unified environment, which will allow to operate as an individual, but still you have to collaboratively work towards the team. You work in your way, nobody is going to question you, but still you should be able to achieve the spirit of the team. So these are the 5 different approaches what we can follow in the working environment. And further, know how to do it. We should know how to do it and how exactly we are doing and what we are trying to do, whether we are going in right direction or not going in right direction. We need to cross check ourselves, and we need to make sure that everyone are in the right path. So that is one of the parameter what we need to know to start a new innovation. And next one is the commitment towards the work and commitment towards our understanding, or commitment towards the plan what we had, all that. So the commitment what a parent had on a child, let us say their aspirations on to make them a doctor or engineer or actor or whatever they want. So that's about the commitment what the parent should have. Here I would like to give you a story of a small story, like where a parent and child was there in a different scenario, where the child is to ask the parent that, Papa, please buy me a new pair of shoe or new pair of slipper or slipper, whatever. And he asked that one day, the parent doesn't give to him, telling that tomorrow we'll go and buy. Next day, the child will ask the parent, no, tomorrow we'll go and buy. So what the child has did is, so he is not buying anything to me. Let me wear his chappal and go. What will happen? Let us see. That idea got into his mind. The next day, that child has taken the chapel of his father and he went to school or college or wherever, right? And when he come back here, he has seen his father walking all the way without any chapel or without any shoe. which means his foot got damaged. He cannot able to wear that. He cannot able to buy it. What the child has thought is, anyway, if I take his chapel or his shoe, so he'll buy the new one. Later I'll take the new one and I'll give it back to him. That's what he thought. The parent, if he can able to buy that, he is going to give it for this child first, not for him. So that's the commitment of a parent towards the child. So we need to have that kind of spirit in developing our innovation in collaboration. So this, so a leader of any institute or leader of any company has to make sure that all the resources what he has should be utilized properly for developing an innovation, and he should not make sure that that is a short-term goal. So it should be a long-term goal. The commitment should be a long-term commitment to develop the innovations. And next one is collaboration. So we need to collaborate each other. I have some strong skills with me and someone have some strong skills with them. So if we can collaborate each other, they can do wonders. That's what any institute or any company has to do. They have to collaborate each other to grow themselves as well as to make their colleagues or to make their institutes grow away. And next is we need to make sure that risk and fail. So we may fail. Sometimes you should take a risk. You should take a risk to fail. In this case, what risks we have to take and what. So one story I would like to say here about risking and failing. So you all know about Raman Research Institute in Bangalore. The Raman Research Institute in Bangalore was established in 1948 by Nobel Award winner, respected C.V. Raman sir. And they have conducted one kind of interview or test during those days, 1948, those days. They have conducted one test for all the scholars. He want sir want from 10 to 20 research scholars. In this process, what they did, they have conducted one written test and they have conducted interviews, all that. They have conducted exam on maths, physics, science, and all that. So some scholars have got cleared that exam. They got the merit. Someone didn't got the merit. So what C.V. Raman sir has told is that he called an attender and told that, yeah, please give the money for their journey back to their home and let them go to their home. They are not required this year. So we may take next year. Let them appear for the exam next year. That was the communication given by C.V. Raman sir to the co-colleague or to the attender or instructor, whatever. So then that co-colleague who was working with sir has communicated the same to the other students who was not able to clear the test in maths. And then what happened? The evening, those children came to meet sir personally. Sir, we want to meet you. Then sir has told, today I cannot able to meet. Anyway, it became delayed. You cannot go now because its story is in 1948 those days. You cannot go now. It became night. You can go to the institute, take rest today, and let us talk tomorrow morning 10 o'clock. So 9:45, the child who wrote the exam, who was not cleared, was there to meet C.V. Raman sir. And the first thing what the child has did is taken the 10 rupee note from his pocket and kept on the table. Then suddenly C.V. Raman sir has got shocked. What the child is doing? Why he is doing like that? Then the child has replied, sir, I just came all the way to give you the 10 rupee back. He didn't understood what is that 10 rupee, why you are giving 10 rupee note to me. Your co-colleague has given me 100 rupees, but all the way, if I travel from here to my home, it will charge me only 90 rupees, the train fare. I don't want the extra 10 rupee what is being given. I just want to give it to you so that it will be helpful for someone. Then immediately the C.V. Raman sir has called the co-colleague who is there along working with them and told him that take him and make that admission process happen. Let him also join the research team. Then the story what to understand here is then the co-colleague has asked Raman sir, sir, what happened? Why you are taking him? He has not failed in math. He has failed in maths. He has failed in physics, so on. So he told the story. Then Raman sir has told he failed the math in exam, but he has cleared the math in the real life. What honesty he is having will make sure that the spirit in the researchers. So this is what the spirit I'm looking at, the community of researchers. So please take him. That's what has been told. So he has risked. He don't want to risk. He has failed. He has taken the risk to meet him, but still he got succeeded in the end. So that was a small note which has been inspired from some online lectures that I like to share here at this note. And how can we inspire innovation from nature? So what can we inspire from this? What can we inspire here? Ma'am, can you please check that and confirm me it is working fine? You can able to see the full screen right now.
Yeah, it's fine.
Yeah. So can you please tell me what kind of innovation can we get from this kind of beautiful butterfly, what we can able to see? So this has inspired someone to make, we might have played with butterflies at our young age, our childhood age. So colorful butterflies we can able to see and we can able to play with them. But someone has finded the innovation inside that. You can see the different colors here, which resembles like an hologram or which resembles like an authentication. So these butterflies have been useful for us in making the money, authorizing the money. So a lot of fake notes we can see around now because of this butterfly. The innovation came in this way where we are able to capture that essence from that, and the nanoscale light structures have been made to make sure that fake notes elimination. So in future, we may be able to see this kind of hologram printed on certificates and printed on money and all that. So this innovation has been inspired someone to do this. And if you look further, so what kind of inspiration can we take from the hummingbirds? So what kind of inspiration we can take from hummingbird? One interesting part about the hummingbird is hummingbird can fly front and can fly back, which means it has some kind of technique to rotate or to make the wings. So that has inspired to make little drones, which drones it has made. So that because of that ability of flying backwards, we have a drones flying front. But what about flying backwards or that kind of approach is not there. So flying backwards, the Stanford University professors and researchers are working on it. So they have investigated 12 different species of these hummingbirds, and they found that their birds ratio or the wing length they have calculated exactly, and with that aspect ratio of 3.5 to 4 of these hummingbirds, they use less power, and they adopted that in their engines to the helicopter design, which can fly front and which can fly back. In that way, they are trying to work it out on hummingbirds. And we can also get this inspiration from mussels, which are like a sticky substances, which you can see on a wet surfaces. So these mussels will get stick to the wet surfaces. So we see, right, we have seen very lot of ads on Fevicol. So Fevicol ads we have seen. So this is similar to that adhesives. So this mussels will stick onto the wet surface and we cannot able to break the chain. So that is very sticky. So this has been inspired someone to find out this corresponding polymer design, and based on that, they published an article on ACS Applied Materials and Interfaces. So from that, what they got, they did the adhesive with this polymer, biometric polymer they have did, which is 10 times better than the normal adhesives what we have. So it may be 10 times better than a Fevicol, let us say, for example. So that kind of approach, what they are trying to follow with these mussels, they are trying to innovate that idea from nature, and they are trying to prepare or they're trying to make the ready adhesives into the market. And further, we can able to see this albatross. So this kind of bird will fly around in a single stretch around 600 kilometers or 600 miles, let us say. In a single stretch, it can able to fly. It's like we driving 600 kilometers in a single stretch without a break. It can able to fly 600 kilometers or 600 miles in a single stretch, but it won't flutter its wings. It won't flutter its wings. It flutters only not too frequently. Very rarely it flutters the wings. So this has inspired in developing the drones. So if you look at this story, this is a majestic ocean farming bird, which will make sure that it will fly through its wings. So this wings will fly 600 miles a day. It can travel around 600 miles a day. So this has inspired the researchers from MIT, and they are trying to use the flight design to develop the drones. So this will help us in fixing up the wing. So, and then no need to spend too much energy when we fly a drone. So this was the technique what they have inspired from. And look at this, can you identify the foot of a camel? So this will able to climb the mountains, or a lunar rovers, it can able to climb very easily. because of the structure of this, what it has. It has a 2-layer structure. This camel has a 2-layer structure. So this has been inspired by the Bridgestone company, which has been manufacturing the tires. So they developed like this kind of 2-lobe structure, and they have displayed that in Consumer Electronics Show, which we can able to use this technology in tire technology, and so that we can able to climb the mountains easily. So they have inspired that from the nature, and that and they are trying to plan whether these kind of footprints, if we can make for the human being footprints, whether we can able to walk on moon. So is what they are trying to check with this camel toes. Moving on with this, the image is not clear here. Actually, we are trying to display here a shark we are trying to display, so it has skipped out. Fine, it's okay. So with this shark, what they're trying to do is the shark is having a very smooth skin. So let us share the skin of that will be in terms of V-shaped in the front and back. So the V-shaped structure is what they inspired, and with that V-shaped structure, it becomes easy for the submarines to emerge inside, and we can able to come out. So with that inspiration, they are able to save around 20% of their fuel consumption, or 20% of their immersion into it is being saved. So this has been adopted by US Navy. So the skin what we have, right? So the skin what we have for a shark, so it's very smooth skin, so that silky type smooth skin. So when you are trying to immerse any submarine into the ocean, so when we don't have a smoother skin surface or the painting, it becomes difficult to immerse. So that's what they're inspired from this shark. And what is the inspiration we can get from this spider web? So when we try to travel anywhere, let us say in a forest area, without our knowledge, we touch the spider web. But the birds never do touch that spider web. Do you know the reason why the birds may not able to touch the spider web? So we without our knowledge will touch the spider web sometimes. Rarely we feel that. But other animals and other birds may not able to touch that. So because it has an internal structure, it has an internal structure which can able to reflect. When you see that sometime when you see that on sunlight, when it is raining and sunny, in that case we can able to observe that behavior of this spider web, where it looks shiny, and where it's a reflector type it's going to act. So this was been inspired by the protection glass, where the scientist has made sure that they can able to make ultraviolet thread patterns they can be able to make. So with this, with the UV coating, that's what the inspiration what they have got from this spider web. Okay, and apart from that, if you look at the further innovations inspired by nature, what can we inspire from this mosquito bite? We all have experienced the mosquito bites, but we will fear for the injections. But without our knowledge, every day we're getting injections from mosquitoes. Even when you're taken vaccine, we might have felt the pain for the left arm for 1 week or 3 days or 2 days, at least one day that day. So there is a interesting research happening on this mosquito. What they investigated is here. So when the mosquito is biting someone, they are not able to feel the pain. But when someone is going to do the injection, they are feeling the pain. What technique the mosquito is following is what they researched, and they found interesting answers there. What this mosquito is going to do is it's going to vibrate slightly the 15 hertz frequency when it is biting. So that has been founded by researchers at Japan University, where that design has taken into adoption. And we also can manufacture some injections which the injection will able to slightly vibrate around 50 hertz, is like which is going to mimic the real bite of a mosquito, right? So we are not able to feel any pain of getting injected. So that's the inspiration what we have got. So with that note, I would like to conclude my session. I don't want I just want to make sure that your valuable time is invested properly. So that's what the content I would like to deliver today. So any discussions, you're open for discussions. So thank you for everyone for your valuable time, what you have given in listening patiently. And any questions or any queries, you're welcome. So that's it from my side. So thank you everyone once again for giving this opportunity. Swapna ma'am?
So if you got any questions, you can ask.
So, sir, only one question, as you have been discussing on the nature-driven innovations.
Yes, sir.
So, yeah, actually, the observation of the person makes it far better as compared to the nature innovation is concerned. So,
True, sir.
what is your what is your takeaway in that for the students, stating that how they can come out with a new innovation technology or innovative culture of getting into a system which everyone
Yes, sir.
in the initial stage which everyone would like to have. So, what is your opinion on that, sir?
So it's very interesting question, sir. You're open for a good discussion for me. Thank you very much. So what I request students is they are doing two things at the same point of time, where they should do sometimes, they should not do. For example, when they're having a breakfast, they're seeing their mobile phone, which means they don't know what they're eating. Sorry to say that, just to make you understand, I'm trying to elaborate that. So what I am trying to say is, whatever you do it, you involve into it. Definitely you feel the taste of it, definitely you feel the energy in it. That's only a mantra what they can do it. What they do with conviction. What they do with interest, and they should observe the things what is happening around when they are traveling from here to their home. They should be very cautious, observe everyone who is traveling, who is there with me. So like that, the simple mantra is just be in your routine and enjoy the routine every day. What is happening, you should observe the things and learn from that. You are the best guru for yourself after your respected gurus.
Yeah, thank you, thank you, sir.
Thank you, sir. Thank you, sir. Thank you, GS, sir.
Participants, any other questions?
No, sir.
Okay, thank you, sir. Thank you very much, Dr. Dilip Reddy, sir. It was a very wonderful session. It has really ignited us to go for innovation activity. Thank you very much for that session. Now, I request Dr. Nirmala Gupta, madam, for proposing vote of thanks.
Thank you, Revant sir. So it's my privilege and honor to propose the vote of thanks for the today's event. One simple quote I would like to say here, which normally we all experience and use it every time. So feeling gratitude and not expressing it is like wrapping a gift or a presentation, but not giving it to the person. So without giving it, there is no meaning for that wrapped gift or a presentation. So with this quote, I would like to propose the vote of thanks to express my hearty gratitude to the today's orientation session by Innovation Ambassador to all our students and faculties, as the resource person, Dr. Dilip Reddy Bolla sir, who is an innovation ambassador from our IIC SVCE and an associate professor in the Department of Electronics and Communication Engineering. And for your interactive, and I would like to say is it was like a brainstorming session. So where all the things, the pictures which were picked based upon the innovations happened from the nature to a car or something like that. The last one was wonderful, the mosquito bite. To be frank, that is really wonderful research, to be honest. So it was like a very short and sweet and wonderful session, I could say. So on this day, we would like to thank you very much, sir, for such a beautiful, innovative thinking which has happened and which is in and around with us, and you have been brought to everyone's eyes towards by visually projecting it in your wonderful presentation. So we from the SVCE and IIC cell, on behalf of everyone, so I would like to thank today's resource person, Dr. Dilip sir. So thank you very much, sir.
Thank you very much.
And I acknowledge my sincere thanks to our management and CED sir, Dr. Shashidhar Muniappa, for his constant support in making all the events at our institution very successful. I would like to thank our beloved principal sir, Dr. Nageshwar Gupta, for his constant support, inputs, and timely guidance in all the aspects of conducting the events throughout the IIC cell. So I would like to also thank all the dear professors, HODs, and the faculty members of all the departments of our institution for their kind presence and patient hearing in the session. And I would like to thank all the coordinators who are being the pillars, I could say, for conducting all the events and meticulously working hard enough every day. So for their consistent work to bring the events to the light and bringing the outcome, I could say, is wonderful. So last but not the least, I would like to thank all the dearest participants from our institution and other institutions who had invested their valuable time after the working hours normally 4:30 and after completing the classes from the faculties. So all are listening very patiently. And lastly, I would like to thank dear team IIC for giving me this opportunity to propose the formal vote of thanks. So thank you once again to one and all present in the event. Over to you, Revant sir.
Thank you, madam. Now I would request all the participants to share your valuable feedback. Actually, I have posted the link in the chat box. If it is accessible, please submit the feedback. If it is not accessible, I'll present the feedback link here. I'm presenting the feedback link. Please copy the same link and submit your valuable feedback. Please copy the link provided in the slide and share your feedback. We'll wait for another 10 to 20 seconds. I hope everyone copied the feedback and everyone sending. Finally, I thank everyone for your valuable time to participate in this event. I hope the event was useful for everyone. I thank today's speaker, Dr. Dilip Reddy Bola sir, once again. Thank you very much, sir. Shall we end the session, madam?
Yes, sir, we can, sir.
Yes,
Thank you, Dilip, sir.
Ma'am, Sapna madam, thank you very much, ma'am.
Thank you, sir.
Nirmala madam, thank you, ma'am. Sudappa sir, thank you very much. And thank you
you,
all
sir.
the IAS members.
Thank you very much, sir. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Dilip sir and all my dear colleagues.
Thank you. We'll end the session. Thank you.